Domination, you completely crushed. Solid positional play in the middle game. You squeezed out that advantage. Wow, center control with the king's pawn. You're going for it, huh? The Alakine. Opponent's letting you control the center for now. Gotta scoot that pawn out of there. Danger zone. Knight d5 relocates the attacked knight to the center. You chase that knight away like it stole your lunch money. Knight b6 retreats the knight to the queenside and attacks the c4. You're prepping that bishop for a grand entrance onto the board. Now there's a looming threat to tactically win a pawn. You stopped your opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. He takes d6, captures the d6 pawn, and activating the knight and fighting for the center. That's how it's done. Your opponent gets their bishop into the mix. Game on. You're not just activating the knight, you're eyeing the center like it's prime real estate. Your opponent just castled kingside? Seems like you're developing your bishop and eyeing the center. That's how it's done. That's putting pressure with a threat to take an open file with a rook. You castled on the same side as your opponent. Solid move. Not the best move. There was something much better. Golden opportunity missed to prepare a retreat square for the king. You allowed your opponent to pin a knight? This sets up the threat to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. This sets up the threat to eventually win a pawn. Bang, you're not letting your opponent tactically win a pawn. This misses out on the chance to strike at the center with a pawn. You traded pieces. Equal value, no funny. Your opponent just swapped pieces. A trade of equals. What's next? And then you sacrificed the bishop. They snapped it back, easy peasy. That knight is feeling the love. Safely guarded now. They failed to notice a chance to evade. Only one good move, and you spotted it. Sharp like a tack. Finally, This is now threatening to kick a knight. You're winning tempo, threatening that bishop. Oh no, kicking that defender wins. Your opponent is getting their material will be yoinked. They just snag. Okay. You just snagged a free pawn. That's what I call a bargain. Let's go. Looks like they overlooked the chance to capture a knight that was threatening to win. That's how you win a pawn, right there. Solid move, nothing special. That pawn was hanging out there like a piñata, ready. Your opponent is getting their queen out of danger. Even swap? Nah, you just swapped for a better future. Let's go. A simple recapture from your opponent. Next. This sets up the threat to win a bishop by trapping a piece. Your opponent attacked your rook, gaining tempo. What a way to force your hand. Smart move. Get that piece out of there. Their rook's invading the 7th rank. Watch out for that pressure. You just gave your king some breathing room. A sweet escape square. Bullseye. Not the best move, but it's not bad either. Your opponent just buffed their piece. You backed away from that threat faster than I run from vegetables. Not bad, but not brilliant. Yes, that's what I would have played too. Their rooks are doubled. The files are under pressure. You doubled your rooks and they're working together like a dynamic duo. Solid move, keeps things balanced. Not bad, but there was a spicier option. Sharp move. They're not messing around with. You connected those rooks like Voltron. They're gonna wreak havoc. This is now threatening to win material by trapping a piece. You stopped your opponent from being able to win material by trapping a piece. Your opponent's on the attack, forcing your rook to retreat. Talk about tempo. Gotta scoot that rook out of there. Danger zone. That capture of your knight is going to cause a material deficit. Oh no. Snap back like a rubber band. Recaptured the piece. They retook. Fair enough. That's the move. I like it. Spicy meatball right here, yo. You found the only move. What a find. This is huge. Your opponent stopped the attack on their pawn. Good for them. That's the right move. Nice. Your opponent recaptured. Yes, that's what I would have played too. Now there's a loop. You grab that free pawn like a ninja snatching candy from a baby. Wow, your opponent's activating their king? They're bringing out the big guns. Unleash your inner king. It's endgame time. Off the back. Boom, best move. Right here, right now. That's the move. I like it. Spicy move. An excellent move. Well done. What a move. Textbook. That's the right move. Nice. This is the best move. Yes, that's what I would have played. This move is an... That's the move I like. Bullseye. You're offering a trade. Solid move. Bingo. What a move. That's the right... Spicy meat. You blocked. Spicy move. Sensation. What a move. You had to... Solid move. You dodged your opponent. Yes, that's what I... What a move. An excellent move. Spicy meat. Bingo. Spicy move. Bingo. Spicy meatball right here, yo. Bingo. Spicy move. That's the move. I like it. What a move. Nice pawn chain. Solid move. That passed pawn is... They took your... You dodged... Your opponent one step closer. Your opponent's rook's got its eye on your pawn now. Can it get to the other side? You're about to win a rook with the... Oh, they're running away. Sound the alarms. We have a... You recaptured easy peasy. Your opponent's pass. Sensational. Your opponent... An excellent. Watch out. Bingo. What a... Sensational. This threat. An excellent. Your opponent... You just snap. Spicy meat. You got a... Your opponent... That's a great... Sharp move. That's... Not the sharp. Not bad. Not the sharp. You're cruising. Spicy. You're not... Boom. Checkmate. This is... You're in... This move. You're not... Bullseye. One step. Sharp. You're driving that king. Domination. You completely crushed black. Domination. You completely crushed... Solid positional play in the middle game. You squeezed out... Domination. You completely... Solid positional... Domination. You completely... Solid positional play in the middle game. You squeezed out that advantage.